What's up, trainers? How's it going? Welcome back to Trainer Vlogs. Today is going to be a little different than we normally do. It's going to be more of like a topic, discussion, reaction to a video Professor Chris made on his Twitter. I'll have the link to that Twitter down below, guys, so make sure to go follow him. Check out that video. I won't have the whole thing in here. I don't want to put words in his mouth, so make sure you double check what I'm saying to what he's saying. First and foremost, I want to say huge respect to Chris for posting this video and just discussing his feelings of Pokemon, about Pokemon, and kind of like, I guess, an extra reason why he left. Now, the original reason is true. He got a new job, a new member of his family. So that takes away a lot of time. But let's dive into, as he says on his title, The Truth I've Withheld, My Feelings About Pokemon.
Hey guys, Professor Chris here, doing a live video just because, I don't know, I had something all kind of like recorded that I was going to edit and whatnot, but I eventually decided just to do this so you guys can watch
live video
it,
is a good choice, I think.
You guys are both kind of been asking, like, when are you going to come back? Are you going to wait till your girls are older, etc.? Because the main reason of what we gave as to why we had to leave Trainer TV and stop with the league was just because of the girls, really. And I'll start off by saying...
I missed them though, they were cute.
I'll start off by saying that we didn't lie to you. That is a legitimate reasoning as to why we can't do the league anymore. It's just too much. You have nap times that you have to get done, and there's just no good time during the day. However, all that said, there is more to it, and I you guys that just joined.
Now, I'll continue on, of course, but the more to it, and the reason why, I should probably just let him play. I should probably let him say it in his words, I guess.
We'll kind of start from the beginning. So, when I became a professor, I had been following the Pokemon Company since it launched in, back when I was like 5 years old. So I have been a little budding, aspiring trainer for 20 years now. And I was pretty excited to start being a professor. I had gone to a league a couple times before and really wanted to do it myself. So during the professor program, when you become a professor, you have to get a background check because you're working with children, obviously. And it took my background check over a year to be reviewed and approved. And I have nothing on my record whatsoever. So it's one of those things like a background check shouldn't take a year to get back, but just kind of brush it off. I'm like, oh, they probably have a lot of people doing this, whatever. But then the behind the scenes stuff from the league that you guys don't really see, except for those of you that may have been a part of the league, was that the Pokemon Company really had a problem getting product to professors on time.
It was crazy. They've gotten a little bit better, but back in this day, it was really crazy.
I kind of started to get the suspicion that it felt like Pokemon didn't care that much about getting league stuff out on time. I just said, whatever. They probably don't have time for this. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to look pretty or function well for those people inside. For me, when my attitude started changing towards the Pokemon Company as a whole was the whole debacle with Worlds last year.
That was a bad time.
You guys will remember. And then we had all our tickets lined up for everything last year, hotel tickets, plane tickets, etc. And then 1 to 2 weeks before, I can't even remember, Worlds happened. They basically just said, hey, sorry about it, but if you're not competing, you're not allowed into Worlds this year. But, you can still come and see our shop. That's going to be like a block down the road.
Can't believe they did that.
It was the first time that I had ever seen such a corporate, canned response to something that happened. And we're talking thousands of dollars spent in...
So many people lost a lot of money during that time.
And buy more of our stuff here. We apologize for the inconvenience. Well, that inconvenience is a year's worth of saving in a tax return for some of us. And it hit pretty hard. And to be completely honest, that's something that still hits pretty hard for me.
Just, since I was running Trainer TV, you can kind of tell that around this time, around Worlds time, if you go back in our videos, that especially in the podcast, I would say when we recorded it, we were very, very down on the company as a whole. I know how much this one, it really hurt Chris. I mean, he's putting all of his time into running a league, into running events, being a professor.
So that was kind of step one of my whole change of mind towards Pokemon. I think that step two came after Worlds happened. Found out through a tournament that I was judging that Pokemon had decreased prize support for their professors and judges. When you establish a normal routine of saying, if you help us with X or Y amount of tournaments for X and Y length of time, we'll give you a booster box. Because it doesn't cost the company that much money to produce a booster box, and they know that's something that the judges sincerely appreciate. And, I went and held a tournament, multiple hours, put in like a work day at this tournament, and what used to be compensated like a booster box or half a booster box depending on the tournament, and I got 6 packs.
I remember that day. That was not a fun day. Just because he did put in a ton of work. There's a few tournaments that this kind of happened, and I mean, I gotta hand it to you, Chris. You're doing an amazing job, just explaining everything, being really fair for what the situation was.
That was at the same time that the Pokemon Company announced that stores, not individuals, but stores could now hold their own Pokemon leagues. That becomes something much less personable, where it's no longer individuals working with individuals, small judges working with head judges, working with regional judges, etc. It becomes companies working with companies to promote a card game.
Now, I'm going to stop here because this is where I guess my view of the future is splits a little bit. If you guys want to watch the rest of the video, definitely, like I said, it's all in the description. But here's kind of where I'm going to take it and run with my ideas on this issue. The time it takes to get stuff to League, 100% agree with Chris. I think they're getting a little faster now. I'd have to confirm that with Johnny. Worlds was one of the most saddest times for all of us on the channel, just feeling demoralized, I guess, and why are we creating all this content for a company who doesn't value us? But I think it hit Chris especially hard since he was the one who was running the league and putting all this time. Sure, I'm a content creator, but he's the one who really started the league, and who was a huge part of Trainer TV's success. Now the part that changes is in this third part. Where they're taking the prize support away from the judges, which I don't feel that they should do. Obviously, the judges need to feel valued, but the part that I do agree with is them giving power back to the stores, and I'll tell you why. Most people that I run into, because I'm a part of League, are from the casual side, but even the casual player dreams of the card game being bigger, thinks of the card game being an esport, thinks of the card game, being socially acceptable, kind of like Pokemon Go was for that short time where everybody knew what it was, that it was around, that it existed, and then it was successful. So for me, this wasn't the final blow. It actually revived my excitement for Pokemon. Or with Chris, it pretty much killed it. And he describes that more in the video. So guys, I want to be fair. I don't want to put words in Chris's mouth. So I want you to go and watch this and, just get his whole story. So the reason why this was a revival for me was because now we're going to have companies and stores working with the professors to make these big events, guys. It's not going to be just Pokemon regionals anymore. It's going to be, just to name a few, Trollin Toads regional, and, that they're the big sponsor of this regional. Or, someday, hopefully, shout out to my friends at Dead Draw Gaming, Dead Draw Gaming's, that's their regional that they sponsor. And these big companies are coming up, and maybe we'll get more broadcasts. And other people will see this as like a competitive game that's alive and going, but it does hurt the casual player. It does hurt the people at the league trying to help, on a weekly schedule. So the ending part here is kind of where the two visions split. I hope I'm not saying or my words are coming across as that I don't care about the casual, because I am casual. I'm the casual player. I just want you guys to understand where the game could go. And as a person, as a fan of Pokemon, as somebody who has I've been into this franchise my whole life, I am willing to sacrifice certain aspects of the game at certain levels in order for it to get to the highest level that we all dream of. So guys, I want to know what you thought. Let's start a conversation here on this topic. Please leave a comment down below. We're all here because we love this game. We're all here because we want to grow this game. Go show some love to Professor Chris for standing up and explaining everything. I'm gonna open up this pack and then we'll end it here. This is Charizard art here. I know that I have to get at least a pack of the day in here. 1, 2, 3 to the front. We're gonna just do this straight. So yeah, maintenance, switch. Go follow Chris on Twitter, guys, and yeah, let's keep on talking. Comment section over on his Twitter as well. Fairy energy, nice. Reverse metal energy, and another. How many of these have we gotten recently? I swear this is the third one that we've gotten in a month. So guys, I know not a normal vlog. Those will return tomorrow. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if this is your first time here, guys. We don't usually do this just sit down and talk thing. It's more of a daily vlog, so I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'll see you tomorrow because we train every day.